Thanks for checking in again. I figured it was time to do a new video, especially since everybody's depressed over this green Christmas we're going to have. We might break record highs, guys. Could hit 60 on Christmas Eve or early Christmas Day. But anyway, let's focus on the period after that, because that's where I'm focused on. I want snow, and some of you, even snow haters, might want to see at least a little snow before the winter's over. And right now, the period I'm going to be focusing on is next weekend. So that's the 29th and 30th. And I want to show you this setup that could lead to some snow. Again, it's not going to be a big snowstorm, but it could lead to accumulating snow, and I'll explain the reasons why. I want you to focus out here over the Gulf of Alaska as the period goes through. Okay, notice the big red that forms up there. Okay, that's a big ridge in the jet stream, and what a ridge does, it develops high pressure. Okay, and when you have high pressure, basically all the cold air funnels down into the United States. So we know cold air is coming, and this is basically heading into next weekend, okay? And what this does is, you'll see there's a big cold high that's actually sitting there right here, and it's funneling down all the cold air into our regions. Now the question is, how do we get snow, okay? Now I want you to notice right here, we have a little bit of a boundary, okay? You have a ridge over the southeast, and you have this cold air pressing into that ridge, okay, due to the high pressure over Alaska, okay? And this is a cross-polar flow, guys, so it means the source region of the air is coming basically from the Arctic. So as we head into the period here, we have a little bit of a disturbance that develops near Texas, and the question is, how much does the cold air press? Meaning, where will the boundary be between this pressing cold air and this warm southeast ridge? So let's take a little bit of a different view here. Take a look at something in the upper atmosphere. This is energy, okay? So again, you can still see the jet stream diving down in the central part of the United States. I want you to notice this feature right here, okay? This is a little bit of a vortex, okay? Almost a 50-50 low, but it's not over 50 north, 50 west. Take a look, if I zoom in here over the United States, what this does is, okay, it basically develops something called the confluence zone, which is, again, air coming together and speeding up. And basically what you have when you have a confluence zone is you have high pressure that develops just to the west of it at the surface. So if I go to our pressure screen again, you'll see there's that high pressure area just to the west. Now that high pressure area is going to determine this storm, where it forms, and what the precipitation type is. Now we're going down to the surface. You can see that storm is riding right along that frontal boundary, okay, that I talked about. Okay, and it keeps going, and in this particular model, which is a GFS model, it results in a little bit of snow. Now, the European model shows snow as well, but the cold air is a little further north, so the snow is a little further north. So again, it's all going to come down to how much, where basically, I'll show you again right here, where does this little vortex set up here? Okay, where does this little low pressure center set up? It's a little further south. Okay, you're going to have the storm a little further south and a little bit more cold air pressing. If it's a little further north, the storm comes further north. But in any event, we know we're going to have cold air pressing just because of that big ridge up top. So it's all going to come down to the finer print details behind really where does this little piece press. Okay, because we need that. If we don't have this little piece here, this storm just cuts right up towards the lakes, in my opinion. But this could be the saving grace, and this could give us our first snowfall of the year for many places potentially. And again, this is on Sunday night into Monday. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on it. Following behind this period, I'm also keeping my eye on around New Year's for storm develop. That's too far off. But thanks for checking in, and as the days go on, I'll have more details on what I think could happen with the potential snow event late next weekend.